Hey Gemini, welcome to your reading for the month of August or whenever this video might find you. I don't believe in coincidences, so I trust that you will receive this message exactly when you're meant to. Let's just get started with some energy clearing. Hope the frequency of that bell was able to translate through the audio, regardless of whether or not you could hear it. Trust that the frequencies will cleanse your physical body, your energy body, your aura, and even your environment. I'm pulling your energy today from the Intuitive Life Coaching Oracle. This is by Kelly Smith. I trust that if this is something that's calling for you, you will look that up at the link in the description box below. For your primary energy for this month, Gemini, I'm getting old habits, and maybe you're a cross watcher. I don't know if you're watching for your sun, your moon, your rising, or your Venus. You can let me know down below, or even anywhere else in your chart, or if you've watched some of the other videos for different places in your chart. But old habits came up for another one of the signs as well as the primary energy, and even a couple other signs in their secondary energy. So what does the old habits card tell us? It tells us that you are the only thing standing in your way. Now, I am filming this in the Lionsgate portal. We've got a full moon tomorrow, and I do apologize for being late. If you have been following me for a while, you know that I've been manifesting myself. We've been manifesting an acreage, and we did find one. So we moved out of our home on August the 1st. We're in a temporary location right now, and we'll be moving into our new home a little bit later this month. And one of the things about this old habit card is that this Lionsgate portal and this full moon, they're illuminating parts of us, our limiting beliefs, our habits, our behaviors, things that are getting in the way of us aligning with our higher self, aligning with our highest timeline. So you might want to ask yourself when the old habits card shows up, what is my current flavor of self-sabotage? And that's going to be different for every single one of us. For some of us, it's procrastination. You know exactly what to do. You just don't know why you're doing it. You keep saying, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll start tomorrow. I'll start on Monday. I was a fat loss coach for over 7 years. I heard that one a whole lot. I'll start fresh on Monday. I already, messed up my week. I may as well finish the weekend off strong, and then I'll start again on Monday. Maybe for you, it's numbing out unhealthy coping mechanisms. So you might be numbing it with food, binge eating. You might be numbing it with other substances, food, drugs, alcohol. You might be numbing it with screens. That's a very, very common one as well, especially today with a lot of people giving up those vices. There's a lot of people who are going alcohol free, and that's a beautiful thing, but we still get stuck into these habits of unhealthy coping mechanisms. And I do feel like for a lot of you, it's going to be screens. What is your screen time? That might be something for you to look at. We can't really shed this unless we shine light on it. We can't really shed these habits, beliefs, behaviors unless we become aware of them. And that's what the full moon promises. With the full moon being so bright in the sky, it illuminates our shadow. And I'm just going to ask here, what is the biggest challenge for the Gemini collective in the month ahead, please? What is the biggest challenge? And you can see that there's a number of cards that want to come out. So I'm sure we're going to get multiple messages here. What is the biggest challenge for the Gemini collective, please? Okay, you're getting intuition. So your biggest challenge in this month is going to be to trust your intuition. And we do all have intuition. And our intuition is just like any other muscle. The more we use it, the stronger it gets. The more we exercise it, the stronger it gets. And the more we ignore it, the weaker it gets. It's like any other muscle. If you don't use your muscle, then they atrophy over time. And then the past life connections card really wanted to come out here as well. And this tells us that you're currently healing from past life wounds. So whatever it is that you're going through this month, Gemini, it's not just about this current lifetime. It's not just about your current circumstances. It's also something that your soul is ready to heal for good so that you don't have to go through those lessons over and over and over again. The intuition card tells us that you're learning to embrace and trust your inner knowing. So maybe it's not coming naturally to you to trust your intuition, but it's really being called for you in the month ahead to be trusting that intuition, because that's what's going to help you with healing these past life wounds. For example, you might be getting the nudge, okay, I really need to get some more sleep. I've been staying up really late. I need to go to bed earlier. I need to get some more sleep. Or maybe I should go and, cut out processed foods or cut out sugar. I should continue to exercise more. I really feel like I need to get some oracle cards. I really feel like I should go to that sound bath. I really feel like I should try cold plunging or sitting in a sauna, whatever it is. These intuitive nudges are your higher self, as well as your team of spirit guides and allies, and God's on your side as well, right? And all of these beings are helping you to align with your highest path, your highest purpose, your highest timeline, but you're not going to receive these messages unless you are aligned with your own intuition. Again, the more you exercise it, the stronger it gets. So if you're somebody who's been ignoring your intuition for a very, very long time, it might feel like, well, I don't even know what my intuition is saying to me. A lot of the times it comes in our own thoughts. And when we're doing mundane things, you don't have to be in a meditation or a journey to receive intuitive nudges. It's usually a feeling in our body, right? Like when somebody says, hey, you want to come to this party? And all of a sudden your stomach twists and knots. That's a pretty clear indicator that that's not the right thing for you to be doing. But again, a lot of us, we don't want to rock the boat. We just want to appease other people. So we decide, okay, I'm going to go anyway. And then maybe we ended up eating like crap or staying up too late or drinking when we didn't want to drink. And then we're saying to ourselves, like, damn it, I should have listened to myself. I knew I shouldn't have gone. I knew I shouldn't have gone. A lot of the times we get intuitive messages when we're doing things like walking in the woods, getting a shower, having a bath with salts, with pink Himalayan salts, driving, especially on a road that we're used to driving on where we don't have to think about directions and things like that. Now, if you're resonating with this so far, please let me know down below in the comments. If you are new here, hello and welcome. I'm Jenny. I'm a shamanic healer. I'm a women's coach. I do one-on-one sessions, which can include either healing sessions or readings. And I also come on here and do these oracle card readings at least every month. What will help the Gemini collective move through this challenge of trusting their intuition in the month ahead with ease and grace, with ease and grace, with ease and grace, please, Spirit? The magic touch. Okay, so you got intuition as your challenge, but you also got the magic touch, which tells us that you have intuitive gifts that are ready to come out. So your best way through the challenge of not trusting your intuition is to trust your intuition. I know it's like, what came first, the chicken or the egg, right? So again, practice this. So we all have our intuitive gifts come through us in different ways, and maybe your intuitive gifts come to you in multiple different ways. That's very common. Maybe you see spirit, maybe you can close your eyes and you can imagine things. You can close your eyes. And if I say, do this right now, try this right now, close your eyes. And if I say, visualize a super cute, fluffy, yellow baby chick. Can you see that? Can you see that? Now, maybe you can see it if you have clairvoyance. Maybe you can sense it. You can sense the energy of that super cute little baby fluffy yellow chick right in front of you. Or maybe you just know that it's there because you've closed your eyes and you visualized it, and you might not be able to see it in your mind's eye, but you know that it's there. Maybe you can feel the soft baby fine feathers. Maybe you just have a strong knowing that it's there, or a gut feeling that, yes, because I imagined it, it is right there. Whatever way your intuition comes to you, trust that, okay? You can make a little game of it with yourself, like, what is the most aligned thing for me to do today? What is the most aligned thing for me to say right now? One thing that will really help you with that is energy hygiene. I always talk about my 3 steps to energy hygiene: cleansing your energy, grounding your energy, protecting your energy, because what all of these do is they raise our vibration, and spirit is at a higher vibration. So in order for us to connect with spirit, number 1, be grounded, but number 2, raise our vibration so that spirit doesn't have to come down so low. We're really dense here on earth, right? We're a much lower vibration. We're heavy, we're dense, we have hucha, dark, dense, heavy energy, and that can really get in our way of channeling our higher selves, our spirit guides and allies, God himself. I also feel like for some of you, it would definitely be beneficial to be journaling this month. I don't know if you have a journaling practice, or maybe journaling feels a little bit challenging to you. If that's the case, what I recommend is the same practice that I do with meditation. I light a white candle, I light an incense, I put on a sound bath, I do my 3 steps to energy, hygiene, cleanse, ground, protect, and then I just bust out the journal. And sometimes the first few minutes are like, oh, I don't know what to write. Nothing's coming out. There's nothing coming to me. But you know what? If you just sit with it, it will come. Before you get to the end of like 20 minutes, you're like, oh, wait, I don't want to be done. I still have so much more to write, because things start to flow. No, I'll pull a few more cards. Before I do that, I will be diving deeper into this reading in the extended reading. Not only will I pull some more cards from the Intuitive Life Coaching Oracle, but I will also pull cards from the Shaman's Dream. And I'll pull a tarot card from the Light Seers Tarot as well. Again, you can find the links to join those down below in the description box. And when you join the extended reading, not only do you get access to the extended reading, which is a little bit of a deeper dive, but you also gain access to the Sacred Self-Empowered Community membership, where we meet at least twice a month on Zoom. So we do a sacred ceremony every month, and we also do a group reading. So if you're like, I want a reading, but I'm not sure if I want to book one, or there's no availability in the calendar, well, joining that group reading can be a great way to get a little taste of what that's like. I only open up 5 one-on-one sessions per month. And again, you can find all those links down below. So, old habits, your primary energy. Biggest challenge, trusting your intuition, healing your past life wounds. How do you move through that challenge? Well, you've got the magic you've got the magic touch. You're accessing your intuitive gifts right now. It feels like they're opening. And then look at what card just flipped over for me. Energy healer. Your ability to heal yourself and others is needed in this world right now. What will help the Gemini collective to align with their highest path, their highest purpose, their highest timeline, their highest destiny in the month ahead, please, spirits? What will help Gemini the most in the month ahead, please? Okay, universal bank. What did I just say about meditation and journaling? So you have everything that you need to survive, everything that you need to thrive. Everything is available to you right now. The universal bank card, when I pull this card for myself, which is often I pull cards for myself every day, it is a very big reminder to get back into a regular meditation practice. Okay. Again, you don't have to, sit and that's not necessarily meditating. You don't have to listen to guided meditations. If you're just going for a walk with no phone, if you're having a shower, if you're going for a bath with some pink salts in there with no phone, you're going to dip into that meditative state. Some of our most incredible meditations happen right before we fall asleep and right when we wake up in the morning, before we fully get out of bed, when we're still in that half sleepy state. It can be really easy to channel messages from our higher self, from our spirit guides, from our spirit allies, from our team. We all have an entourage, right? Who wants to show up for us. So that is a good reminder for you that you have access to this universal intelligence, right? And let's get one final message before we jump into the extended reading. Now, if you're new to my energy and you are enjoying this reading, I would so appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button. If you're resonating with this message, please do hit the like button. You guys know how the algorithms work. If you like this video, then more people will see it. If more people see it, then I am way more likely to keep showing up for them month over month. And you'll have to let me know down below in the comments, how is this resonating for you? Again, I'm a little bit late with these readings this month. So you've already been into the energy of August. How is it resonating so far? Are you seeing how these cards are showing up for you? Can you see how your intuition is calling for you to trust it, to take action based on the intuitive messages that you get? When we receive intuitive messages, it's like, oh, cool, great, I got that message. That's wonderful. But what are you going to do with that message? That's what really makes a difference in our day-to-day life. That's how we can integrate the messages, integrate the healing, integrate this work that we're doing on ourselves. All right, what is the final message for the Gemini collective? I almost said Sagittarius. I wonder if some of you have Sagittarius in your chart. And please do check out your sun, your moon, your rising, your Venus, or anywhere else in your chart, because together they really do create a puzzle that can help you paint the picture of what's to come for the month ahead. But I feel like some of you either have a Sagittarius placement that's really strong in your chart, or maybe you're tied to a Sagittarius person, because I almost said Sagittarius there. I didn't say it, but it was right at the tip of my tongue. Okay, final message for you. You're getting old soul. I'm probably not the first person to call you an old soul, Gemini. I'm probably not. And just like the universal bank card says, you've got everything you need within you. The old soul card says that you've lived many lifetimes before. We've all had lifetimes where we've been wildly successful, We've all had lifetimes where we've been mystics and healers and shamans and psychics. We've all had lifetimes where we've had the shadow aspects of ourselves as well, where we've had poverty and neglect and abuse. And this old soul card is coming to say, you have access to all of the lessons that you've learned in your past lives. You did get past life connections. You are currently healing past life wounds. So to get the old soul card as well, this is telling you that you have access to heal these wounds. Sometimes we see these different wounds play out over and over and over again because we haven't healed them in our past lives. So we're here to heal them in this lifetime. Again, I'm going to go back to poverty. I feel like for some of you, that's something that I've been working on. Generational poverty is huge in my family. And I've been really working on my own money mindset and my own worthiness wound. That's something that we really dive deep into in the 16-week Sacred Self-Empowered program, healing from our core worthiness wound. We all have one. And our worthiness wound causes us not to love ourselves and love our bodies. And it causes us to show up in our wound energy instead of showing up in our true essence. And this is saying you have the access to all of that wisdom, all of that knowledge, all of the medicine, all of your gifts from your past lives. So again, go into meditation, and this is where you will have access. And then once you access them in your meditations, then you can access these gifts in your day-to-day life as well. I do hope to see you on the extended reading, Gemini, and let me know in the comments how this is speaking to you.